My apologies to scan you all without any notification, but that was a need of a script. This was a live test. My dear fellow Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
Let me ask you a very simple question. Do you really love your job?
Yes.
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 Kind of.
Sometimes yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
50-50.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Your answers have been recorded, by the way. Before I share with you the results, let's tell you one thing. Irrespective of the outcome of this speech, one thing I can promise you, that I'll make you start thinking a little different from what you've been thinking for ages. Let's have a quick look at the survey results. One of the survey that was conducted by Deloitte, one of the big 4 firms in audit. As per the survey, it shows 80% of the people do not love their jobs. I repeat, 80% of the people do not love their job. By the way, it was not the random selection of employees who were interviewed. Approximately 230,000 employees were interviewed, and the consensus was 80% did not agree. Doesn't that sound horrible? Terrible. Let's have the results. What I've recorded here. Oh my God. Do you want me to show you?
All of them
93% here do not love their jobs. How sarcastic we can be at times. Then why? Why do we do what we do? The simplest reason that I have come across, we have chosen our profession, which was not our passion, and that has resulted in July recession. My dear Toastmasters, let me give you a few examples of how the passionate people are. Even I'll try to give examples to people that are around you. Look at Mr. Balaji here, Mr. Paul, to start with. He is doing his 3rd Toastmaster cycle. Despite huge achievements, he continues not only on the grounds of learning and development or giving back to the community, but also there is one more element. That is passion. His passion does not let him part from the team family. Moreover, in his last orientation, the last meeting, he referred to someone who did 18 cycles of Toastmasters. And I'm surprised to see how a person can be so perseverant.
Wow.
I'll give you another example. A hugely inspirational Mr. A.A. Salam, who on 14th of this month, December 2015, has retired from Abu Dhabi company called Omer Travel Agency. He has served for the same company for 48 years. That's amazing. How can a person be so perseverant? Despite many lucrative offers from different companies, he decided to serve for the company for 48 years, on the same designation for 38 years, in the same office building for 26 years. So over 48 years, I'm sure you must be wondering, this must be some sort of a record. Guess what? This is not even close to a record set by Mr. Thomas, a US citizen who served for 80 years. I repeat, 80 years for a manufacturing firm in USA as a mail boy. He started his career in 1928, ended in 2008, a few years back. This was his passion that has taken him to the Guinness Book of World Records. My dear Toastmasters, I was wondering, I researched about why and how people can continue to work the same industry, same job, same sort of thing. The only thing that I could come across, only few words. It was all passion, passion, and passion. Let me give you an example. Those who do not follow their passions. A man always loved his father. There was a man who always loved his father, always followed the father what he did. His father was very rich. He was very passionate about the job. He tried to become his father, like his father. He followed him in many ways. And even though he had no interest in his father's job, one day he was passing by the road, he saw a shepherd who was was riding a flock of animals. He stopped by and asked, "Hey man, if I tell you how many animals do you exactly have, would you give me one?" He said, okay, he was surprised and said, okay, I'll give you one. He took out his laptop from the car, he did all this working, pivot table, there are some hundreds of pages, reports, he put it to the man, he says, there are 15,286 sheep there. The shepherd got surprised, how could he know that? And it was his time to take the animal back to this car. When he was about to leave the car, the shepherd asked him, if I tell you exactly what is your profession, would you give me my animal back? He says, okay, just let me know. He says, you are an auditor. The man got stunned, how? How could you know it? He said, you came to me without being wanted. You told me what I knew exactly, and you know nothing about my business. So can you please tell me about it? So my friend, that sums it all. Gone are the days when the passion and the profession are used to be taken separately. Not all, there's nothing in between. We unfortunately, we monetize, we vitalize our profession based on the monetary values. We become so materialistic that everything we tend to follow it with the monetary terms. Having gone through all these professional and the passionate stories, what we end up getting. There are a few things that we can do. It is easier to identify a problem, but a little difficult to give an appropriate solution that works in given circumstances. Few things that can always help us getting better is, first of all, is to try to take some portion of your profession and try to relate it to your passion. In that way you can get it. At times it can be unrealistic. The last resort is, as it says, if you cannot avoid the inevitable, enjoy it like a Shah Rukh Khan style. Before I end, I would just like to say one thing: when work and love and skills work together, expect a masterpiece. Thank you very much.